In this quick 2-minute video, we'll illustrate the capabilities of the PacketShaper to give you the ability to visualize key business applications such as Microsoft Office 365 and its subcomponents such as SharePoint, Outlook, etc., as well as also give you visibility of recreational applications that could be running on the network and impacting those mission-critical business applications, such as Office 365. Right now we have a blank traffic management dashboard with nothing really running through the PacketShaper. So now what I'm going to do is start to generate some traffic here by logging into Microsoft Office 365. Immediately we can see that the PacketShaper gives us some really great information into Office 365, the amount of bandwidth that it takes just for a single user. This is important if you are planning an Office 365 deployment. However, where we really start to consume some bandwidth with Office 365 is when we use what's called the team site. Team site is SharePoint for collaboration of your teams. So in this next step here, what we're going to do is upload a file into the team site. This might be a piece of documentation or reference material that we think is relevant for the team to have. In this case, it's a 16 meg documentation file. And let's upload it, and while that's going, switch over to the PacketShaper to give ourselves an idea of how much bandwidth something like this could take. On the left hand side we have the inbound traffic, and on the right hand side the outbound. So because we are uploading into the cloud service at Microsoft, that is going to show up in the outbound direction, and we see that it does generate a not an insignificant amount of traffic on the inbound as well. And it just takes a little bit of time. Ran at about 5 meg, so it's important to do the math based on the number of users that you have on the network to do some adequate sizing and controls. PacketShaper can be used though, however, to keep the bandwidth in check and to make bandwidth allocation fair amongst multiple users if they are doing uploads to SharePoint at the same time. And if people are downloading from SharePoint, you're going to see the same amount of application traffic, however in the opposite direction. So for example, let's flip over to the team site here. Now let's click on the document that is already on the team site. At this point it's on a server at Microsoft in the cloud across the internet. So when we open this up and save it down, see here it's downloading on the PacketShaper. Now we see the bandwidth coming down our way. Now on this link we happen to have more bandwidth on the inbound direction. This is a 15 meg inbound FiOS circuit with 5 meg capabilities on the outbound. So in this case you can see that we used pretty much all the bandwidth that was available on the inbound, almost 14-15 meg, and on the outbound 5 meg. So the good takeaway here is these applications will pretty much use whatever bandwidth you throw at them, and it is important to have some adequate controls in place.